Hey guys, welcome to D.I.C.E.'s 16th Annual Awards Show. I'm your host, Adam Kovic.
Hello everyone, I'm Mr. Sark.
And we are doing a whole live presentation tonight for the awards show. Kind of an honor, just a little bit.
It's a huge honor. Yeah, this is like one of the few events that I actually get a little nervous at.
We're trying to be like pristine and nice, and then Sark didn't wear a tie, which makes it awkward. But we're doing this whole crazy live stream thing tonight where we actually have 3 separate viewings where we're only 1/3 of the show, right?
Yeah, you can actually pick your poison. So you can actually watch the show proper with Hardwick hosting, all the developers that you know and love in attendance. You can go watch that. We are on a second tab, and we're going to be basically chatting with each other during the show about the some of the categories and the winners. Some of the winners will be popping up. We'll be chatting with them.
Where basically you, myself, and Hundar will be going in on these guys and just chewing them apart. So if you see someone who wins, you might want to click over if you want to get some more additional info. We're huge fans of a lot of these people's games, so we will definitely be doing some cool follow-up stuff.
And then there's a final camera, the fan cam, that'll actually let you get a peek at the attendees. So you can play a little Where's Waldo with who knows, your favorite dev. Peter Molyneux, is he out there? Check the fan cam. I have no idea.
He's hiding up there with a bunch of 18-year-olds. It's awesome.
This is 16 years.
Older than most of our audience. I noticed that, yes. This is a actual legitimate award show. This is, it's a lot different from a lot of award shows. We'll get into that much later, probably when Hundar gets back up here and discuss kind of the differences between what you get out of most award shows and DICE. But I know guys like Randy Pitchford get super excited when they get invited to DICE or their game is nominated, because it's kind of a huge deal. But we'll get into that much more later.
Yeah, we'll dive into it a bit. I mean, the short version is simply that this is an award show by the people that make the games. So
that's all I had.
It's very. No,
that's all
I've got more.
Okay, good.
I've got more.
It's super prestigious, though.
Yeah, I want to chat with you a little bit later because you've actually, created an award show of your own with the IGAs.
Yeah, we do the IGA thing, which is heavily modeled after DICE and GDC and kind of what those guys do, but it's on a much smaller scale. Actually, and we've been mentioning that Hundar is going to be joining us later. He's actually down on the red carpet right now doing a few interviews with some developers. Kind of a surprise to us. We're going to tune in and watch with you guys right now. Let's check it out.
You don't know what I'm doing down here, Kovic. Don't act like you know what I'm doing down here in the red carpet. Yeah, maybe I've got Jared and Jessica hanging out with me, my friends. It's nice. How nice is that, to be on the live stream with friends, right?
Yeah, it's great to see you again, buddy.
Oh, God, it's such a joy to see this beard in my life. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
I feel I feel pretty good about it. Okay, so listen. You guys are here on business, though. You guys have some exciting things to announce. I'm going to let you do that. Who wants to go first? Yeah, it's all you?
I guess we're here I know we're here to announce a Daylight, which is a game that Jared and I are working on, which is horror genre based. Very exciting because I'm a huge fan of that particular genre, and I think everybody's going to like it. It's pretty damn cool.
Yeah. So paint us a picture. I've heard, it's like next level Slender Man type deal. For people that are sort of into that experience, This is some next level shit. Can I swear on the DICE live stream? I guess I did. So talk me through it.
So it's going to be the first Unreal 4 game going to retail, which is really, really huge. Epic's been really awesome with us. Right now it's only going to be on PC, it'll be on Steam. Valve supporting, really, really doing it's just one of those great things where it's like a lot of our work, proving Blacklight, Special Forces, all these games, and we're self-funding this whole thing too. So it's we're going indie. It's wild. So Daylight is a horror genre. Yeah, it's like I want to say it's the next level of horror, because horror games are now scary shotgun deals.
And zombies. And, that's fine and that's great and they've been a huge success, but, at some point, let's diversify a little bit more, go back to maybe what, the more suspenseful kind of, scare tactics rather than the jump out at you, boom, shoot it kind of thing.
If most games now are the Dawn of the Dead remake, you guys are taking it back to like Suspiria, Dario Argento. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I would I would say that you're going off like super old school stuff, but
No one watching has any idea what I'm talking about. It's okay.
it's not like Call of Duty Zombies. How's that? So it's not like that. It's
enough.
like that without a gun.
And you're writing it. How much are we allowed to talk about? Is this allowed to describe the randomly generated?
Yeah, so it's going to be randomly generated. Each time you play, it's a completely different experience. Everything gets, like, all the rooms a path. It's essentially like a scary maze, and you're the rat. And it's just as simple as that. So you find your way out, find your way to daylight, essentially.
Very cool.
Yeah, from a story perspective, we let the player kind of, there's definitely a storyline that you're following, but for the most part, it's found items, letting the player kind of discover what the story is about on their own terms, how they find that, and what that means for them, and that's where the suspense comes in. We don't just lay it out for you. We let the player actually experience it and kind of develop their own mindset as to how this is going to affect themselves as they sit in that seat.
Very cool. Well, that's exciting as hell, as all hell, and I can't wait to hear more about it. So enjoy the show, guys.
Hey, don't punch me tomorrow or tonight.
I can't promise anything. Sark, Adam, take it away. Bye.
Hey. So cool. We actually got to see a little bit of that game earlier. There's some B-roll floating around. We're going to do a preview on it, but it looks pretty scary.
It's full of mystery now.
First UE4 game coming out. We're going to see on Steam.
Yeah, that's right. It's and it's not a big game. Gerritsen kept stressing. He's like, it's a very simple, which the simple approach we've seen work pretty amazingly in the last year.
Well, yeah, if anyone knows Sark, he does nothing but talk about Blacklight Retribution, which is from the same studio, Zombie.
I'm a fan.
Which is a fine game.
Yeah.
But I guess Brett is still, he's already working hard. He's got another interview ready to go.
Let's see it.
Once again, magical.
Who do you got, Brett?
Oh, hey. Wow, we're live again already. Very exciting. Well, I'm here with the Journey team. How are you guys doing tonight? Feeling good?
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, fantastic.
This is like, I'm going to pan the microphone across, like, everybody say something. I don't know. There's a lot. You guys, obviously, congratulations on all the nominations. I'm assuming at a certain point, just that many nominations says a lot. But I assume you have your own individual expectations for tonight. So, sort of, where's your head at right now? Are you feeling just coasting on the good vibes of nominations, or are you ready to win? I mean, that sounded very intense. I didn't mean for it, but whoa. Are you gonna do this?
You're gonna give it your all. I don't know.
Honestly, the emails we've gotten from fans and the stories on the Journey Stories Tumblr have completely eclipsed everything for I think for all of us. That give us this sense. It's amazing to be nominated for these awards, and it's amazing to be in the company that's here at the AIS Awards. But hearing how Journey has genuinely touched people and helped them through some difficult times or the loss of a loved one, I mean, that's just, there's nothing better.
It's what we set out to do from the very beginning. We wanted to create a game that brought people together, that created a sense of genuine connection, that created the sense of awe and wonder that Janum was talking about in his talk today. And to get that back from the fans is so amazing. And then to be nominated by developers who've worked with us. I mean, there are a lot of people in this community that we've known for a long time. To have them support us all the way through making Journey and then give us those kinds of kudos at the end, that's just like a cherry on top.
Yeah, we really believed in this game. And we put our hearts and souls and sweat and blood into it. So it's what we love. And the fact a lot of people love the game, it makes me feel I'm in love, and I'm connected to a lot of people, even though I've never met them. And it's just very, gracious feeling. It's very happy.
That's amazing. Well, and in addition to that, too, I think, where there's so many people are sort of citing Journeys, in terms of storytelling experiences and non-conventional narrative and things like that, too. Does it also feel good, in addition to these personal experiences, that people are also looking at you guys as an influence in, what they want to do with their games and projects going forward from here?
Yeah, well, I think, the medium is still very young, so there's a huge world out there to explore for games. So I'm glad we were able to, eke out a little point out into it. I hope that more people go out in, vastly different directions.
Well, and tonight is all about peer love and peer nomination. So amongst your peers, who are you also excited to see nominated tonight, and who do you have your fingers sort of crossed for that, take home some wins as well?
I'm definitely down for XCOM and Dishonored because those were two games that really sucked up a lot of my time. Like,
I saw on your Twitter feed.
I really, I'm a diehard XCOM fan. I loved it. I made an almost all-female kick squad to take out the last guy. I still had to have a couple guys because my side guy was not a girl, but I'm gonna play it again, and it's gonna be all-female next time. I love that game. I really hope to see them get some love.
The Walking Dead for me, that was an amazing experience. I just felt like by the end of the final episode, it just had, God, I just really, they achieved some incredible feats of interactive narrative and storytelling. So I'm excited to sort of geek out on them tonight as well, knowing that they'll be here.
Well, it sounds like we're all on the same page tonight. I was just talking to the XCOM guys. I was like, oh, it's so good. Yeah, you guys are winning.
Yeah, it's really great. Fantastic. Just can't talk about it enough. Love it.
Well, good luck, guys. Enjoy the show tonight, and congratulations on just a huge success already. So,
Thank you.
nice to meet you guys.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Take care. Sark, Adam, take it away. Back upstairs in the green room.
Good to hear you, Brett, talk about every other game but Journey with the Journey team. That's great.
I'm always
job.
curious what the devs are playing, though. I think that's cool. I'm going to ask more than a few up here.
Randy Pitchford did this really cool thing, actually, during the DICE video, Road to DICE video that Brett did with those guys, where he said that they do this like game session basically for like an hour a day at like 5 o'clock. They just stop and they just play a game.
Yeah.
Something different. I think that's actually healthy. That's the best thing you could do rather than live in a vacuum or like a bubble. And it's really nice to hear the guys who work on Journey saying XCOM and Walking Dead are awesome.
Yeah.
And they wish the best for them because they have so many awards as it is.
And Journey is a good example of the simplicity that we were talking about a little bit ago. That's a beautifully simple game.
Yeah.
And it's got a slew of nominations, including the Big Daddy. It's up for
we
potentially Game of the Year.
We'll talk more about that later, but Journey is up for a buttload of awards, including, the ones they've already won from past award shows. Like, I think they got a good track record so far, so we wish the best for them. But I think Brett's ready for another interview. Let's sarcastically throw it back to him as he gives us another quip back to us.
So full of attitude, Kovic. So full of attitude. I can hear what you say up there. I am here with Raphael from Arcane Studios, and they were giving me crap because it was like I was talking to the Journey team, and we were just talking about every other game other than Journey. But it's like, what's nice about DICE is it is kind of a love fest, right? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. It's all a big family.
Yeah. So, with Dishonored, there's so many achievements in terms of things you can be nominated for and things like that. What stands out in your mind in terms of DICE amongst your peers of things that you were impressed by this year and achievements that other people, honed in on that you really appreciated?
Well, DICE is always like, kind of the cream of the industry in a way, and so there's always something special and prestige about being at the DICE Awards and nominee for the DICE Awards. However, the selection of games this year is pretty amazing, and so I don't know if we'll win anything, but like just being nominated is good already, and either way we'll be happy. But I think Journey is there, and it's a pretty impressive game, good achievement, Walking Dead, and so I've played Walking Dead. I love it. So video games is all one big family, and it's nice to see other good games.
Is there a lot of, the award show itself will happen and there's the after party and people are mingling where people will come up to you and be like, dude, I love what you did with this and Dishonored, and I love what you did with that, and then you're like, well, I loved what you did with this. Is there just a lot of sort of that like, oh man, like, beyond just like, clapping for an award or something, but those personal conversations between people?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's always like, I was meeting a while ago with Fergus Urquhart, who's the guy who did recently Vegas, New Vegas of Fallout. Yeah. And I'm a big fan of these guys in general. Everything they do I really like. So it's always good. He played our game, we played their games, and it's always a very special moment where fans meet other fans.
Absolutely. Well, good luck out there. Enjoy the show, and I hope you have a great night. Sark, Adam, are you having a
Great job, Brett.
That was really good, Brett.
Yes.
What is it with the guys at Arcane and cool names?
They're all Eastern European.
Yeah? I guess that's it. Raphael.
Yeah, Arcane Studios,
Corvo.
the guys who worked on Dishonored was like kind of this like super group. They had the art designer who worked on Half-Life 2. That's why it kind of all looks a little bit like City 17, but it had a really unique look. We were going through this booklet that we have here. Actually, you're holding it right here. And they have all the screenshots from the games. And it was cool looking at Dishonored again and being like, I really want to play that again. Just because it's a cool looking, it's such a different world. It's good seeing it back, seeing it again at a different award show. It's pretty awesome. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah.
There's
put
the book.
up.
This is our guide.
Our team's like, show the book.
The Dice
It's
Bible.
way better looking than you guys.
Yeah.
It's good.
I haven't finished Dishonored yet because it is one of my favorite genres of game, and that's the F around game. And I just have spent far too much time effing around to finish it.
Open world stealth is like one of the coolest things that you don't really see a lot of anymore. And those guys, Arcane and Bethesda killed it.
Yeah.
It was like, seriously, it was one of my favorite games of last year. It was just different for everyone who played it. And you just blink behind some dude, stab him in the neck. That's how I had fun. Other people didn't kill anybody and play the whole game.
So much reloading, trying it again a different way, so many times.
You called me out.
Yeah.
You got that right.
All right, let's check down with Brett, see who he's wrangled now. Brett?
Because he's doing a good job.
Oh, I'm doing a good job. Thanks, Kovic. Thanks. I feel much better. Guys, here's the thing. I'm here with two guys I really appreciate. And the beauty of it so far is a lot of people I've talked to have been like, I'm like, oh, what games do you like? And they're like, dude, XCOM. One of the Journey girls was like, yeah, I got a full squad of, all female on XCOM. I'm going to play through again.
Awesome, yeah. I mean, it's that probably is the most satisfying when other developers or other people in the industry, they profess a love for XCOM. I don't know. That's very, very, very rewarding.
Yeah, and I think that's a normal thing for developers to do that with each other's games, but it's awesome. I mean, we feel like that's the only game we made, so that's what we're hearing. But a lot of developers have contacted Jake or the team and said, we've really enjoyed the experience. We haven't had something like this in a while, so it's definitely cool. Definitely cool to hear.
It's awesome. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of fun to talk back and forth with people who in the industry, they inspire you, they push you. They almost make you feel, you feel a little competitive, like Dishonored, I love those guys. They made a freaking awesome game, but, it's not. You got a little friendly competition there back and forth. Harvey's he's a superhero. He's like a nice guy, but it's nice
friendly competition. Same launch day and everything, but it all worked out.
Day,
right.
But then it's nice when then they show love and you can show love for their game. It's all a big happy family, I guess.
Well, so if DICE is two parts, right, and it's sort of like family reunion and also sort of an opportunity for people to sort of, be pushing the industry forward with ideas and things like that. Has anything stood out in your guys' minds, like talks you guys have seen or stuff you've heard about that's really sort of got you inspired or you were interested in hearing about?
I mean, I think seeing the nominees for Game of the Year and some of the other nominees as well, it just makes you really optimistic because XCOM certainly were a different type of game, but also just seeing amazing games like Journey with these amazing experiences. Walking Dead, which if you would describe the game to me before I played, I would have said, I don't play those kinds of games. It'd be like, here's a tablet, play this super narrative game, and I would have been like, yeah, I don't play those kinds of games. But then you play it, and you're like,
you absolutely loved it, too.
It's amazing, yeah.
I remember telling Jake, because I know the type of designer and gamer he is, but I said, you have to try this. And he did, and he was like, it is a hell of an experience. And exactly, for DICE to recognize that and the fans to embrace these different kinds of experiences, it really is a testament to the industry and wanting more innovation within the industry.
Absolutely. Well, guys, I'm on Team XCOM tonight, too. I'll just say it. I should probably be impartial, but I don't care. XCOM!
Look at that. If I go back on the stream, did you say the same exact thing to that game?
I've been in, yeah, no, I know. Hey, I like it. The Journey's cool, too, but I've been, Team XCOM since PAX, whatever. Guys, have a great night tonight. Good luck. I got a good feeling.
Thanks.
All right, sorry.
We love you and me.
It's a love fest. See you guys.
Seriously, good job, Brett.
Yeah, we're really going to have to work hard to make Brett believe that we sincerely mean he's doing a good job.
I just sound sarcastic. This is how my voice came out of the womb. It just does this.
Now, this is a good example, another good example of why the DICE Awards are freaking awesome. XCOM is also got a potential Game of the Year in the bag.
Yeah, it's got nominated for a few things. That's actually, the story of XCOM is pretty cool. Just having Firaxis take over that after 2K had the announcement from, I believe it was 2K Marin, who did the FPS version that was like pseudo 1950s noir, looked kind of different, looked weird, and it had such a negative reaction, they kind of put it on the back burner. And Firaxis was working on their version of the updated XCOM. All those guys, like Solomon, all those dudes, they're huge fans. And you could just tell anytime you talk to them, they're such huge fans of this game, and like I had never really been a huge fan of XCOM, but just talking to these guys and sitting down playing it, you get it, you figure it out.
Totally.
And they made it very accessible. Like I had never played any of these types of strategy games in this kind of vein of XCOM. And it was different. It was fun, and it was like one of the best games I played last year.
Yeah, it shows. I mean, there's a lot that goes into creating a brand new title, obviously, but there's also a real science and an art to updating one of the most popular, one of the most fondly remembered games of all time.
And it was a proper update. I think they did an excellent job.
I think so too.
Yeah, it's awesome.
All right, Brett, we're going to come back down to you. You keep on doing such a great job. We admire you.
You're fantastic.
I can no longer tell when you're being sincere. I'm just going to go with it. I'm going to roll with the punches. I'm here with Phil. We're here at the very edge of the red carpet. I feel good because you guys have navigated your whole way through the press line, and I'm the last thing standing between you and the award show. Does that feel like you would just like to get away and find your seat, or is this one last fun talk about DICE before the show starts?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I love it here. I love it, and everyone's here to celebrate the same thing and have some fun, eat some food and drinks, which are in there waiting. So yeah, it's good anticipation.
What's the most exciting thing that you've seen come out of DICE so far in terms of the talks, in terms of people sort of, this opportunity to push next level gaming and the future of the industry? What stands out for you that's something that's, really made its mark on you this year?
Well, honestly, like the energy of like how excited people are. It's a standard answer, but really, Julie's presentation on Ouya, you saw that momentum building, and we know that mobile is huge. So it's just everyone, the transmedia and the cross-platform and discovering new ways to play these games. That is something that feels big and more real now than it has in a long time.
Right. And transmedia for you, in terms of sort of pushing the limits and stuff, what would you like to see in this coming year? Any innovations that you wish people would really push in particular?
Well, I think that I think this year the transmedia is going to really focus on the living room, but how you take that with you when you leave. Right. And you have it's getting better all the time. You have these connected experiences. You have Apple TV, and you've got your iPad and your PC and whatever, and they all kind of work, but not as seamlessly as they can. And that's not a criticism. That's just a case that we are still working, and it'll get better and better and better. So the fact that every device we carry is so ridiculously powerful now, there's no, it's like that is squared away. We're done. We can make really powerful stuff, and it's going to happen. It's all about the functionality and how it's going to be used. So that is really exciting.
You're right when you say it's getting better all the time, and that's just an exciting time to be a part of things. So,
absolutely.
All right, enjoy the show.
I will do.
Thanks for your time, sir.
Can't wait.
Take it easy. Sark, Adam, what does the future hold upstairs?
Good job, Brett.
That's a studio that I immediately wonder where they got their name from.
We are talking backstage here, what these names mean. So I told the story about Double Fine, how they came up with their name. There's a sign that says you'll get a double fine if you cross a bridge, and so immediately we thought Half Brick.
Yeah, what possibly could have?
We're assuming an Australian thing, or it's just one of those names. But I love company names. Like Arcane's cool, Bethesda, Bethesda, Maryland. Bungie just sounds awesome. It's like 343 is an awesome ode to Halo itself. There's got to be just I think an all your history someone should do on just studio names.
Absolutely.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Also, NetherRealm's cool.
Filing in behind Brett, the auditorium is filling up here at the Hard Rock Hotel in Vegas. I think Brett's got another fish on the hook right now.
Slow down. Let us talk. Jerk.
Yes, that's right. And not just any fish, a big fish himself. Todd Howard presenting Game of the Year today.
Yes.
Holy cow.
Yes.
Is that a lot of pressure?
Not as much pressure as last year, so now it's great. I love it. Amazing set of games this year, so getting to honor them, is really it's very special, very special.
Right. And what's interesting to me too is everyone sort of has their own influences and the people that inspire them, and so there are people that cite you as an influence. And so for you yourself, what sort of got you excited at DICE this year? I'm always curious to see what talks sort of got you inspired or at least interested in the dialogue that's going on.
This year, we're very close with the Valve guys, so we know a lot of their thinking. For them to say a lot of it publicly too, this is what our thinking is. We had a great experience with them with Skyrim on the workshop. We'll be working with them in the future. So excited that kind of dialogue is out there. Yeah. Genova Chen from Journey I thought his talk was fantastic, really inspiring how they think about the game. I think it's a beautiful game. And just their commitment to the artistic, not just what you see on the screen, but how it makes you feel, is very, very inspiring.
Right. And it seems like this year there were definitely a lot of games in particular where we're pushing non-traditional narrative or stuff people hadn't sort of seen in a while. The fact that Walking Dead could do what it did, and certainly Journey. What are you sort of rooting for tonight in terms of experiences that you had this year that you would like to see recognized?
What am I rooting for?
Yeah, I know. It's asking a lot.
I'm giving out the awards, so I don't know if I'm allowed to root.
What's your choice for Game of the Year?
The one I read, whether or not it says it.
It's...
they're all great. I do think Journey and The Walking Dead were very new experiences. The Walking Dead is a testament to excellent storytelling, right? And it shows that excellent storytelling can make a game sing. And they give you choices, and it is an adventure game, and it does classic things, but just tells a great story. I love XCOM. I think people need to appreciate how hard it is to bring an experience back that everybody remembers in a certain way. It made me feel like I did then. I know the guys well at Firaxis, and I told them, when I played your game, I could smell the room I played the original one in. The table I had a very specific smell.
Yeah.
And that sense of nostalgia and really, really hard to do.
It's amazing. Yeah, we were just talking to Jake and Girth. I was like, bias be damned. I love XCOM.
Great game.
I won't take any more of your time. It's so good talking to you. Enjoy the show tonight.
Yeah, you guys did a great job. Thanks.
Have a good night.
You too.
Sark, Adam, where do we go from here? I don't even know.
Where do we go from here?
That's Todd Howard's one of those guys that you always want to ask, what are you working on now? What's coming up?
Well,
and
yeah.
He never tells.
Well, I'm like, is it Fallout? Is it a new Elder Scrolls? What are you doing? But of course, they can't say anything until they do a big announcement and an awesome CG trailer or something. But it's kind of cool. We haven't seen him in a while. He took a break. Dude was kind of gone for a little while.
I bet he's been very busy on something.
Most likely. Actually, I really liked what he was saying about Steam. Working with Valve. The Game Workshop actually was an excellent addition to Skyrim. It's actually, I popped it in. I reinstalled it and messed around on there after seeing what people are doing with graphics mods, like the ENB series and all that stuff, doing the ice enhancer type things.
Yep.
And it's crazy how that game has, for a single player game like that, has such long legs on the PC because of that connection or that partnership that Bethesda and Valve made. It's pretty cool.
And the DLC is still trickling out. PC users just got a hold of the Dragonborn DLC. So
I'm getting that as soon as I go home.
Brett, we're going to check back in with you real quick. Who's
Give
next?
us a break!
Yes, the final talk of the red carpet, and I'm pleased to say it's with Kiki and Frank. Good to see you guys again. Feeling good tonight?
Yeah, happy to be here. It's going to be a fun night.
Among our peers, yeah.
Yeah. What sort of gets you excited most about DICE? There's a lot of things we've gone over tonight where it's the love of other people's games, innovations, new exciting stuff that's coming out of the talks that happen here. What does it for you? What's brings it home?
I mean, I compare it to things like GDC and E3, and for me, it's intimacy. Like if I have a question for Gabe Newell, and I probably do, he's over there, and I could just go up and talk to him, and he won't punch me, and that's one of the best things about it. So.
Right.
Yeah, I think for me, it's a reminder that we're in this industry. You get so heads down and focused on your thing, and then you kind of get into that launch space and you're competitive and blah blah blah. This is just about, hey, it's an amazing industry and we get to be part of it and we get to talk to other people as a group together.
And it's a community, and it's a place to share ideas and share problems and challenges and opportunities, and people do share, and not to the point where it's company secrets, but information and experiences and culture, and it's amazing.
Sometimes we share a cocktail.
Yes. 2 straws in a big sippy cup.
Yeah.
That's adorable. I know you guys are busy, obviously, and you guys have your own schedule set here. Do you guys have a lot of time? Do you have to sort of make that time to be able to get to see all the things you want here at DICE, or is it sort of an open forum thing where, it's just the vibe of how things are going?
I mean, I could have watched every single session, and I just can't do it. We have other things to do, and you got to practice for your talk, and there's so much going on that, but it's ordered really well. In a year where we're not talking, it'd be much easier to see everything, and those are the normal years. So.
Yeah, and sort of having this single track format where you don't have to be making Sophie's choice about what you're going to see and who you're going to get to watch is great.
Yep.
Right? And everything feels valuable.
Very Cool. Is there anything you guys would like to talk about briefly while we're on the red carpet? Kovic was kind of like, oh, maybe they want to talk about the new map pack. And I was like, I don't know, it's the red carpet.
Yeah,
we got time to talk about this?
I kind of want to tell the audience about the new game we're working on and the technical details about what. So if no, did you kick me? No.
We should wait on that one.
Yeah, we'll wait.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. All right, enjoy the show tonight, guys. Thanks for taking your
so
last
much.
minutes before you get to your comfy seats. Spending it with me.
Thank you.
Enjoy. Kovic, are you happy? Are you glad I at least mentioned it?
I am extremely happy. Good try there. That was a Keeley-esque grab of like, so what are you working on? And it's actually funny. He started with a map pack and it went into, well, our next game is, show's starting.
Yeah.
Thanks, Frank.
Frankie's a kidder.
He's a fun guy.
Halo 4, the winner of the IGA's Game of the Year.
That was our game of the year. Yeah, it was. That was a tough one. It won best multiplayer for us, best sound design, and game of the year.
It is not nominated for Game of the Year here at the D.I.C.E. Awards. However, there may be some surprises in store for Halo 4. We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, it is nominated for a few different categories. Like I said, I mean, if you're familiar with the one we've done or any other award show, D.I.C.E. is a lot different. It's a lot more. It's more hyper precise, I would say. It's like a doctor went with a scalpel and picked out these sort of. It's like they have these really cool sounding category names like design, character, astounding.
Yeah,
awesome.
it's interesting because you can tell that the award show from the ground up has been created by game creators because even down to the categories.
Yeah, like let me see this time.
Yeah.
There's like one in here for like character design that just like it's like that's such a better word than the one we use. Outstanding achievement in sound design.
Sounds nice.
Makes us sound like garbage. It's just
I'm excited because one of my
so
favorite
good.
games of the year is getting some love. FTL.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That is a
For
love
strategy.
that is a love it or hate it.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I don't know. I think maybe me and some of the old dogs here at the D.I.C.E. Awards.
You like pain?
have
You like pain?
Well, and I saw earlier. I saw some of the guys that were behind Infocom. For those of you who don't know what Infocom is, these are the guys who created Zork, text only. I'm excited about that.
Now, if that
Hopefully
didn't grab
we get a
your
chance to talk to
attention,
them.
Zork, anyone, the show's about to start.
Yeah, everyone's making their way into the main room.
Yeah.
So don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back with the show proper. Be sure to touch base with us. There's a few viewing choices in there. You can watch the show. You can watch us watch the show. We'll be
watch
talking to
people
some of the
watching the
winners.
show.
Yeah, and then you can watch the fans watch
It's going to
stuff.
blow your mind.
Yeah.
We'll see
the
you guys
only
in a little
limit
bit.
is your imagination.
Nomination array activated. Begin nomination sequence. Nomination chosen. Initiating delivery protocol. Portal gun activated. Searching portal destinations. Warning, laser fire detected. Nomination chosen. Nominee located.
Welcome to the 16th Annual D.I.C.E Awards. Now please welcome your host, Chris Hardwick.
Thank you. Hello, D.I.C.E Awards. No, seriously, like more, please, more. Oh, there you go. I know, you've been in panels all day and you're like, I'm ready to get drunk. Do that now, fine, that's fine. That was Noodle House made that video at the top, which when I saw that at rehearsal, I was like, why not fucking let that host the show? Because that's way more awesome than I am. I would watch that. Oh, if the money that they spent on that could have saved Atari, that's all I'm saying. What happened? What happened, Atari? The 2600. And this is why, and also hi to Machinima, and I know there's some fans up in the third balcony up there. Hey guys! We're streaming this live on Machinima right now, so already I can't imagine the wonderful all-caps douchebags that are being written about me as we speak. I don't know why people love the all-caps. That's what I kind of refer to as like when someone seems special, I'm like, all right, all caps, there are too many colors in this. I'll take it down, all caps. We appreciate that. The 2600 was my game. That's what I started with. I had it when it was available. And so I get really mad when gamers now, when kids, I'm already like old guy, where kids are like, this game sucked. And I'm like, you spoiled little shit. On the 26, you have immersive environments with 360-degree views. My gaming experience when I was a kid was squares, shooting lines at other squares. Or text-based games. Also a big hand for Zork, who is here today as well. The Atari 2600. I got my ass kicked for bringing Atari 2600 game cartridges to school. I couldn't play them there. I just needed them close by, like some kind of nerd security blanket. But it's, we really have, this year in gaming has been amazing. There have been a tremendous amount of advancements, and there's been a lot of cool games that we got to play this year that I think if I could boil down all of gaming into one word, this year would be boner fart, I think would be the word. Was that you guys? Were you responsible for boner fart? Does everyone know what boner fart is? Really? You guys are at the D.I.C.E. Awards and you don't know what boner fart is? You have to play Borderlands 2, and I just keep hoping that it makes some sort of Senate subcommittee hearing, so some senator has to say, our kids are being ruined by these adult boner farts here. First of all, D.I.C.E. Awards, you need to perk the fuck up. I mean, this is Las Vegas. Seriously, what happened? This is Las Vegas. Your faces are in your phones. You seem cranky. This table here is like a fucking rock. I swear a lot. I can't help it. I have a dirty sense of humor. I hope that's okay with you guys. I apologize. Is it? Oh, I love you. I wasn't sure if I could be dirty or not. I'll tell you the joke that well, I shouldn't do it, but I'll tell you what I was going to do and then change my mind. I was going to open with, last year you were at Red Rock, which of course is a casino themed around red rocks, and this year at the Hard Rock, which is themed around cum. See, I should not have said that. I should not have said that. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's all it is. You know, here I come out here, I'm trying to endear myself to you to talk about my history of gaming the 2600. You just want to hear cum jokes, that's all it is. Cum jokes here at the Hard Rock with the Affliction store, which I feel like wants to kick fuck me every time I walk by it. I'm so afraid of the Affliction store. All right, good. But there's so many wonderful... Look, I feel like gaming gets a lot of shit, and I really mean this sincerely. Like, the news media wants to attack gaming for being too violent. There's too much violence in games. Like, I think the news is the most violent thing on television. Gaming is fake, and people are smart enough to know that gaming is fake. But the shit that they put on television, on news media, is actually real violence. They are, right? That is the most Caucasian amen I've ever heard in my entire life. And you're wearing a bow tie. Because bow ties are cool. You might as well, here, let's do that rant again. Would have been, damn you, violence in media, affirmative. Like that would have been. There's such hypocritical D-pads. A D-pad is what I call a douchebag gamer. But let's look for a second at what gaming has done this year. You have a game like Journey, for instance, which, exactly, such a gorgeous game. Such a gorgeous game, which gives gamers an experience that they would normally never have, which is going outside and meeting people. That is very exciting that you guys are able to just, your game just could have just been called Walking, or Scarfy's Glyph Chat was another name that I came up with. But congratulations to you. It's a gorgeous game, and also it shows that if your story is good and the graphics are compelling, that it doesn't have to be all crazy to win people over. Valve also, Gaben had some big news. Is Gaben here? Well, I know he's ultimately going to be here, but I don't know if he's here in the audience. J.J. Abrams, Bad Robot, and Valve, that's fucking huge. I think it's huge. Seriously, please, you have to act like you give a fuck. Otherwise, the people watching this on Machinima are going to be like, this guy fucking sucks. And I'm very reachable on social media, and I'm a narcissist with easily hurt feelings. You'd think having been online since like 1994 with my craptastic at AOL.com account that I would be bulletproof, but I still weep at night at what has happened to our humanity. But Gaben and J.J. Abrams is a really big deal, and I fucking love J.J. Abrams so much, and I'm so jealous that he gets to put his hands in everything that I've always wanted to play with. J.J. Abrams is literally just walking around Hollywood like, smell my finger, that's Star Wars. Like, that's what that guy does all day long. And now he's like, smell my finger, that's Valve. Only 2 fingers though, because Valve doesn't go to 3. That's a gaming joke. That is a gaming joke. I don't know why that's an ooh. That's actually a compliment if you think about it. It was really funny. Gaben let me podcast him twice up at Valve, and he's the nicest guy, and Valve is a wonderful company. And I know, I feel so bad for him. I mean, as bad as you can feel for a billionaire. I feel so bad for him that like so many people are like, where's part 3? Where's part 3? And so I asked him on the podcast, I said, can you even count to 3? And to his credit, he hilariously said, 1, 2, squirrel, which I thought was really funny. The Walking Dead game, also nominated this year. I so wanted to beg Telltale, like, please just let me make a follow-up game where the characters talk about the Walking Dead video game. I thought that would be really funny. And then also Far Cry 3, please hand for Far Cry 3, which proves that you can make 3 of a game. You can make 3 of a game. And then Bethesda, I actually met Todd Howard last night. Is Todd in the audience somewhere? Where are you, Todd? Hey, Todd, I met you last night, and I felt so bad because I fanned all over. Yeah, I know, Dishonored. Teleport to the roof and put everyone to sleep, I got it. But I mean, as far as Skyrim, I Skyrim'd all over you last night, and I apologize. I'm still playing the same character that I played since I bought the game, opening weekend, November of 2011, a 47th level dark elf mage named, someone else. Yes, I have my affirmation that someone else is a dark, where are you? Who said that, yes? 53. You're 53? Fucking bitch, 53, how did you get that? I've been running around Solstheim for like 2 weeks trying to get past level 47. What quests have you been, what quest are you on right now? What? You're on a what? Oh, you're smithing. Oh, that's right, you're smithing. Because this is a weird thing that's happened in video games is now when you do all the main quest lines, you just start running errands. That's what I was doing. When you guys did like the Hearthfire or whatever that DLC was, I'm like, yay, new DLC. I'm gonna go to Home Depot and build houses. I basically had a fucking house Carl and he was running errands. I'm like, I am the Archmage of Winterhold and I need spackle. What the fuck, Todd? But it was awkward because my girlfriend looks like Ayla the Huntress, and I convinced her to cosplay as Ayla, and then I convinced her somehow to let me have sex with her as Ayla. I swear to God, I probably shouldn't be saying that in public. Shoulder armor, not good for sexy time, but still, it was a very awkward moment because of this thing that you had helped create that in the midst of passion, I was like, Todd Howard! Like, that was a very awkward experience that both of us had. You were there in spirit. So this is going to be a fun show tonight. There's a lot of awards we're giving out. I feel like this is a very, very, very important event because this really is like the Oscars of gaming. And the fact that, it's all gaming here and it's not like Hollywood celebrity driven. It's driven by you guys, the game developers, the game publishers, the fans. And I think it's important that we're all here to celebrate that. And I'm very, very excited to be I'm going to keep this as I know, yay! Oh, Chris Hardwick. Chris Hardwick, you pandering piece of shit. But I do feel like it's really important to keep the show fun, upbeat, moving. I'm not going to do a lot of time in between everyone. We're just going to give awards. It's about you guys, and here we are. I am going to give you one last piece of advice. There is going to be an amazing after party, so I hope you guys stick around for that. There's a lot of nerds here, and I know that nerds are not good dancers, but I have some advice for you guys. I recently have figured this out. I'm going to teach all of you how to dance at the after party, and I want you to take my advice. Are you ready? Here's all you have to do. I swear to God this works. Just go with me. Shut your eyes and pretend that you are surrounded by thousands of dicks. All right? Go with me. and you have to jerk off exactly 2 at any given moment. Doesn't matter where they are. Don't get too into it though. Don't be like, ah, like really just like let it happen. All right, good. I'm very excited, tremendously honored. I'm also humbled to be here before you guys. We're gonna start off with our very first, I'm totally gonna see that later. Someone's gonna do this like, you listened. We're going to get this started. The very first award, presenting Action Game of the Year, is a man who has taken home the trophy twice, you guys, most recently as a co-developer for Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 3. Please welcome the co-founder of Sledgehammer Games, Glenn Schofield! Nice to meet you, sir.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Wow, what a nice venue to celebrate the game industry. So, the year's best action games cast players as hitmen and master chiefs. They task them with hunting down vaults, overthrowing triads, and more. Here's a look back at the year's most visceral experiences of 2012. Ladies and gentlemen, the nominees for Action Game of the Year.
The nominees for Action Game of the Year are Borderlands 2, Far Cry 3, Halo 4, Hitman Absolution, Sleeping Dogs,
This is a great award to get. And the winner is Borderlands 2. Congratulations. 2K Games and Gearbox Software.
It's awesome. On behalf of the team at Gearbox Software, on behalf of producers Sean Reardon and Matt Charles, creative director Paul Helquist, Borderlands creator Matt Armstrong, thank you, the Academy. We put everything we had into this one. These are my partners, my friends. We live together for this, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hello, travelers!
Ladies and gentlemen, one is a chief denizen of Dragonvale, the other's the sensei Kiwis fear more than anyone else in the industry. Please welcome Backflips Julian Ferrier and the foremost fruit ninja, Half-Bricks Phil Larson.
Hello. Hi. We've been asked to present Mobile Game of the Year and Handheld Game of the Year. Mobile games are played on tablets and smartphones on airplanes, toilets, airplane toilets, and pretty much everywhere else.
The genius designers behind this remarkable roster of games have taken simple ideas like, cutting fruit or breeding dragons and fashioned them into some of the most addictive games of the year. Let's take a look at the nominees.
The nominees for Mobile Game of the Year are Fairway Solitaire, Hero Academy, Horde, Rayman Jungle Run,
All right.
Make it happen.
And the award goes to, all right, Hero Academy, Robot Entertainment.
Thank you guys very much. We really appreciate the honor of just being nominated with those amazing games. Thanks to the crew back at Robot Entertainment for pouring a lot of love into Hero Academy. Our goals were pretty modest for our first mobile game. We just wanted to do something fun and high quality and unique. And we appreciate you guys telling us we accomplished those goals. So it's a huge honor. Thank you for the honor. Thanks.
Thank you
Good
very
night.
much. Thank you.
Got a little bit more to do, take care of some other business. We're also here to present the award for Handheld Game of the Year.
Handheld games are as portable as mobile games, but each of these rich and rewarding nominees have as much, if not more, in common with their console counterparts.
Yeah, the screens may be smaller, but these games are just as beautiful, immersive, and grand as they are on any other system. So let's have a look at the nominees. Handheld Game of the Year.
The nominees for Handheld Game of the Year are Gravity Rush, Paper Mario Sticker Star, Resident Evil Revelations, Sound Shapes, Uncharted Golden Abyss,
All right, and the winner of the award is Paper Mario Sticker Star. Come on up, Nintendo. We're representing. Nobody? No, I think you're fine. All right.
You know, on behalf of Intelligent Systems Studios and our studios and Nintendo, I really want to thank you guys. It always is such a pleasure to win an award by the peers that make great games. So thank you very much.
Hey guys, it's me again. Thanks. Oh, fuck yeah! One guy is keeping the whole balcony's energy. Nice try. Okay. We've reached our first montage of the evening. I know your favorites. The montage is basically designed to keep the show under 4 hours. I know a lot of you guys are like, can we have like a 6 or 7 hour show? And we're like, no, shut up guys, we're gonna keep this short. You're about to see this year's most outstanding achievement in music and cinematic arts. By cinematic, of course, we mean story and sound design and character develop, and music is music. So please hold your applause until the end of the montage. Enjoy!
Nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Original Music Composition are Diablo 3, Far Cry 3, Journey, Mass Effect 3, World of Warcraft, Mists of Pandaria. And the winner is Journey by That Game Company and Sony Computer Entertainment America. The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Sound Design are Assassin's Creed 3, Diablo 3, Journey, Medal of Honor, Warfighter, Syndicate, and the winner is Journey by That Game Company and Sony Computer Entertainment America. The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Story are Dishonor.
And to make things interesting, I'm Mark.
Journey. Sleeping Dogs.
You must be a very dangerous man, Wei Shen.
Spec Ops: The Line.
We were looking for survivors. Well, you found some. Take care of them.
The Walking Dead.
I'm gonna spit! We gotta throw them out!
And the winner is The Walking Dead by Telltale Games. The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Character Performance are Borderlands 2, Tiny Tina.
All around the stack, this plant the stalker chased the bandit.
Far Cry 3.
Did I ever tell you
Voss Montenegro.
the definition of insanity?
Halo 4, Cortana.
I will not allow you to leave this planet!
Mass Effect 3, Female Commander Shepard.
This is about survival.
The Walking Dead, Lee Everett.
I'm sorry, man.
And the winner is The Walking Dead, Lee Everett by Telltale Games.
What should we do now?
Let's go. Stay close to me.
Another round of applause. Another round of applause for all the nominees and the winners. Good show so far, moving pretty fast. Walking Dead and Journey slapping everyone around like a bitch so far. Oh my God. And one award for boner farts. So it's so far, it's a good show. I'm gonna bring up the presenter of this year's Pioneer Award, which I'm very excited about because this is Zork related. One of the dungeon masters behind Zork, and also more importantly, Leather Goddesses of Phobos. From Disney Interactive, it's Steve Moretsky. Steve. Nice to see you.
Ooh, this is low. There are certain phrases that for gamers of a particular age evoke a sense of nostalgia like no other combination of words can. Simple words, yet able to trigger powerful memories. West of a White House, there is a mailbox here. You are in a maze of twisty passages, all alike. It is pitch black. You are likely to be eaten by a grue. That these phrases are so familiar is due to the efforts of a handful of young MIT grads working at the Lab for Computer Science in Cambridge, Mass. Two of those young men were Mark Blank and Dave Lebling. After experiencing Will Crowther and Don Wood's seminal game, Adventure, they said, "This is cool, but we can do better." Thus was born Zork, where players weren't limited to two-word inputs like go north or take sword. Instead, they created a state-of-the-art parser that allowed inputs like put the peanut butter sandwich and the chocolate chip cookie in the little girl's lunchbox, then kill the dragon with a thermonuclear missile. But the technical feats were just beginning. Zork could only run on million-dollar mainframe computers that took up entire rooms. With the founding of Infocom, Dave and Mark had a new goal: to apply technology from the Lab for Computer Science to commercial applications, including bringing Zork to personal computers. To make the game work on the primitive computers of the late 70s, computers with as little as 48K of memory was a piece of true wizardry. It's hard to imagine it now in light of today's graphically advanced offerings. But in the early 80s, all-text games like Zork were not just the industry's best-selling games, but also the games most able to induce awe and amazement. There was really nothing like the shiver-inducing feeling when you first realized you were speaking to a game and it was understanding you. The game disappears, you fall into the story, and you feel as if you're having a one-on-one dialogue with the author. And this happened because Mark and Dave weren't just technical wizards. They weren't just the MIT stereotype of the brilliant but one-dimensional engineer. They were well-read, familiar with fine literature and pop culture alike. They were wildly creative, designing delightful environments, memorable characters, and, of course, devious puzzles. They had great senses of humor, infusing every game with whimsy and satire. Their joint effort on Zork was followed by other great games, both additional collaborations like Enchanter, and solo efforts like Mark's Deadline and Dave's The Lurking Horror, bringing joy and wonder to the first generation of electronic gamers. And on a personal note, Dave and Mark were great fun to work with, and I have a great debt to both of them. I wouldn't be a game designer today if Mark hadn't given me my first game job at Infocom, and I wouldn't be nearly as good a designer if it hadn't been for Dave setting the bar so high and challenging me and the other game writers to try to meet it. It's a great honor to be able to present them with this year's Pioneer Award. But let's go back in time for a moment and see the games of 3 decades ago and listen to some of the memories of other people who worked with Dave and Mark.
It just came up last night. I was watching a movie from the early 80s because we thought maybe the kids would enjoy that. And my wife was telling the girls, what time this was. It was a long time ago. It was before we were married. It was when Daddy was doing Zork and those things. And my 7-year-old said, "What's Zork?"
In the late 70s, Asteroids and Space Invaders were defining action games. But under the sound of explosions and high scores, a unique new type of game was on the horizon.
In our dorm, there was a computer room which had 2 old DEC line printer terminals. And they said, there's this game you've got to try out. It's called Adventure. It's really great.
Quiet University computer labs were taken by the entirely text-based game Adventure. Mark Blank and Dave Lebling first encountered it while at MIT.
Adventure took us over, took the whole lab over, consumed everyone for a while.
They had all these incredibly cool Lisp machines with big, gorgeous displays, and a bunch of people are huddled around a machine that's got text.
Inspired by Adventure, but frustrated with its small vocabulary, Mark, Dave, and a few others sought to create their own text adventure game.
That's something that in the 70s, to be able to type commands to a computer in something that looked like English, and to have it respond to you with lines of text telling you what happens next, that captivated people.
Zork was born.
We would go after school to this store and play whatever games were available, type games in, and I remember Zork coming out and playing it on an Apple II, and we were just completely blown away. How is it possible that they got so much text on a disk?
The size of a Zork game is, I think, around 88K or something like that total. It's very tiny. It only didn't even use all the virtual machine.
Astonishingly, they were able to get Zork small enough to run on the Apple II and the TRS-80, yet still be as robust and engrossing as the original.
There were 2 products that sold more computers than anything else. VisiCalc and Zork. People would see Zork and they'd go, I gotta have me one of them. That's all. Who do I make the check out to?
Infocom was created and the PC gaming revolution was on.
The people who formed Infocom, these were very talented folks from the computer science department at MIT.
This idea that you could somehow make a living doing what we were doing, the fun we were having making games and everything, is ridiculous.
Infocom added a level of immersion to games that had never before been seen.
And what's particularly unusual about this package is that if you take it apart, you'll find a dossier containing documentary evidence about the crime. In fact, you have to read and understand this evidence before you can play the game itself.
Keep in mind, these were not collector's editions. These were the standard versions of the packaging.
They were rewarded by being one of the top publishers of their time.
We would have 3 or 4 games in the top 20 of soft sell all the time. In 83, 84, 85, we were definitely one of the more important publishers, and possibly one of the most respected.
Mark and Dave continued to lend their innovating ideas to companies such as Activision, Ucentric, Apple Computers, Sony, BAE Systems, and Google. Dave Lebling and Mark Blank led the path to new possibilities in art and entertainment.
A lot of people owe everything to Text Adventures. This is the kind of thing that we're going to be playing with into the 21st century.
Tonight, we honor the accomplishments of these two pioneers in the interactive arts.
It is my pleasure to introduce Mark Blank and Dave Lebling.
Thank you so much. I want to thank the Academy. I want to thank everyone who ever worked for Infocom, because with a few exceptions, they were all wonderful people. Some of them are still around here, like Steve. I want to thank Will Crowther and Don Woods. And I want to thank everyone who, after all these years, still remembers what we did and still carries it forward. I heard you guys talk at the summit yesterday and today, and you think the way we were thinking. You're trying to do the kind of stuff we were doing. You're keeping the flame alive. Thank you so much, everyone.
You know, with all the questions that we've gotten from people around, I've been thinking obviously a lot about the evolution of games and where we fit in, and I got it. We were basically the Neanderthals. So, you know, we were the smartest hominids in the room, and we were sitting around our fires, and we were honing and perfecting our stone points and telling stories. And meanwhile, everyone else in the world was creating things like halberds and trebuchets and muskets and rocket-propelled grenades and things like that. So competitively, we really never had a chance with the text games. But the nice thing to see, as we've talked to people and we look at the games today and the continuity of the games, is to appreciate the fact that in every one of these games here today, if you look very closely, you'll see that somewhere between 2% and 3% of their DNA actually comes from us. So this is true. So yes. So I want to thank the board of directors of the Academy for the honor and for the 16th minute of fame that I assumed I would never have, and the opportunity to get together again with Steve and Dave, who I haven't seen in many years. And to all the people who worked at Infocom, who were so much fun to work with, and finally to all of you for such a nice reception. Thank you very much.
Presenting Downloadable Game of the Year, please welcome a previous winner for Bastion, the game that inspired not just myself, but sexy voices the world over. Here he is, Supergiant Games Studio Director, Amir Rao.
So, Downloadable Game of the Year is probably the most eclectic category of the night. The lineup of games features silent ninja strikes, grand-scale zombie slaughter, treks through seemingly endless desert and across blank canvases, and let us not forget the magical hat that ushers in a third dimension. Pretty much the only thing that these games have in common is that players the world over needed them, and they needed them right away. Here are the nominees for Downloadable Game of the Year.
The nominees for Downloadable Game of the Year are Fez, Journey, Mark of the Ninja, The Unfinished Swan,
We gotta get out of here!
The Walking Dead,
And the award goes to The Walking Dead, Telltale Games.
All right, well, thanks everyone for this. It's such an honor to be associated with the games in this class and to be part of what's going on as everything starts to change and evolve. So we're super proud, and thank you so much for recognizing us. And of course, thanks to everyone at Telltale. This is Kevin Boyle, who executive produced it.
Thanks. Considering we were trying something fairly different, the fan and press reaction has been really impressive, but this feels particularly good to be acknowledged by our peers. So thank you, everybody.
Oh, this way.
It's left even.
Hello, it's me again. This guy and I are having a Twitter conversation upstairs. What is your username, sir? Uber Axernova? Everyone tweet horrible things at that guy and just to see what happens. I can see the look in your eye, and you're like, Chris Hardwick, where's my other fucking montage? Good, you're totally in luck. I have another one for you. Except now I probably should clean up my act because these are the games that you play either on the web with loved ones or with little of your brains as possible. It's the family part games. Uh-oh. Hold your applause till after the montage.
The nominees for Casual Game of the Year are Fairway Solitaire, Journey, Puzzlecraft, Rayman Jungle Run, Sound Shapes, and the winner is Journey by That Game Company and Sony Computer Entertainment America. The nominees for Web-Based Game of the Year are Bingo Bash,
N41,
Bingo!
Burrito Bison Revenge, Cityville 2, SimCity Social,
Why would you live anywhere else?
Song Pop, and the winner is SimCity Social by Maxis Playfish and Electronic Arts.
Got the ocean, got the babes, got the sun.
The nominees for Family Game of the Year are Dance Central 3, Just Dance 4,
Oppan Gangnam Style,
Lego Batman 2, DC Superheroes,
And you are?
Seriously? Nintendo Land,
Look at that island.
Skylanders Giants,
I'm gonna pull it closer because I'm a giant, no biggie.
and the winner is Skylanders Giants by Toys for Bob and Activision.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for Casual Game, Web-Based Game, and Family Game of the Year. I'm so sorry for all the swearing. I apologize for Family Game of the Year. So far, Twitter's been pretty friendly. Only one guy called me a piece of shit aging hipster, so I feel like I'm way ahead of the curve. Now, let's bring on the acronyms. Who better than to hand out RPG and MMO Game of the Year than one of the Guardians of Baldur's Gate? Please welcome Obsidian Entertainment's. By the way, this is the only way you can say this guy's name, because he sounds like a character in a game where you have to say, like, you must go get the Vorpal Sword of Serenity from Fergus Urquhart! It's good to see you again, man. How are you? Good to see you.
Hi, everybody. A giant RPG calls upon the players to acquire resources and develop abilities, and it is the role-playing game makers' hope that the world they imagined is so engrossing it feels real to anyone experienced their creation. In fact, we designed Fallout New Vegas specifically to produce such an effect, because if this city is ever nuked in February when we're all here, I think that we want as many fans as possible fighting and forging for us. It's basically a how-to guide, really, to help us. So you're welcome, everybody. Here are this year's nominees for role-playing game, massive multiplayer game of the year.
The nominees for role-playing or massively multiplayer game of the year are Diablo 3, Dust: An Elysian Tale, Guild Wars 2, Mass Effect 3, Torchlight 2,
and the winner goes to Mass Effect 3, Electronic Arts and BioWare.
I was sure Ray would be here, but I want to thank you on behalf of all the folks at BioWare. Aaron and the team up there worked very hard on this product, and they'll be glad to take this home. Thanks a lot.
So because my last presentation went so well, the producers have asked me to present Strategy Simulation Game of the Year. These are the games in which the war, be they figurative or literal, were all won before they were even fought. So let's take a look at the nominees.
The nominees for Strategy or Simulation Game of the Year are FTL, Minecraft 360, Orcs Must Die 2, Total War, Shogun 2, Fall of the Samurai, XCOM, Enemy Unknown,
Alrighty, and the award goes to XCOM, Any Unknown, 2K Games, Firaxis.
Wow. Thank you, bud. Thank you, buddy.
You bet.
Thank you very much to D.I.C.E. and the Academy. Definitely from our peers, the team back at Firaxis. There's a lot of men and women back there that put a lot of time into this game. And it means a ton to us that everyone enjoyed it. Thank you to our publisher for supporting us as well. Thank you.
To
present our next award, please welcome Academy Hall of Famer, BioWare co-founder, ER medical doctor, innovator, investor, entrepreneur, and Canadian, Dr. Ray Musica.
These 5 games are all nominated for multiple awards this evening, but this one prize in particular is quite special. With this nomination, these finalists are not just being praised for how addictive they are or how well they stack up against the finest games in their respective genres. Here, we honor them for how they affect and advance the industry of video games. These games represent creative and technological breakthroughs and genuine design innovations which will help this industry to evolve yet again. Here are the nominees for Outstanding Innovation in Gaming.
The nominees for Outstanding Innovation in Gaming are Journey, Nintendo Land, Sound Shapes, The Unfinished Swan, The Walking Dead,
And the award goes to Journey from That Game Company and Sony Computer Entertainment. Congratulations.
We would like to thank every developer in this room who encouraged us to keep pushing forward with Journey when times were tough. The best thing about being a game developer is all of you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the president of the Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences, Martin Ray.
Thank you all for joining us tonight for our 16th celebration of the best interactive entertainment has to offer. In keeping with tradition, every single award given out tonight has been peer evaluated. In fact, many of you are on peer panels that do this. Peer panels made up of top game designers and other industry heavyweights made time to play every single title. Those panels then voted for the most deserving finalists, and those finalists were then presented to over 20,000 active members of the Academy through our certified voting process. All of you in this room have taken on the responsibility of ensuring that this industry will continue to evolve quicker than any other. You are constantly telling stories in new ways, producing next-level artistry in new ways, developing all new obsessions for game players all over the world in new ways. All that said, there is one thing that will never change in our industry, and that's our commitment to incorruptibility whenever we choose to honor one another. You're all here for a reason. Your nominations and victories are all well earned. On behalf of the Academy Board of Directors, myself, and all 20,000 members of the Academy, thank you, congratulations, and thank you for being extraordinary.
Martin. Martin told me that when introducing these really amazing games that I should go into as much detail about the games as possible, and I was like, no, fuck you, Martin, you can't tell me what to do. And then I grabbed him and we fought backstage and it was awesome. But in this, did everyone get nervous because I just said fuck you to Martin? He has a good sense of humor, you guys. Everyone's assholes got really tight a second ago, and we should all just calm down. Oh, he's so mad back there. This next montage, we're going to be honoring Sports Game of the Year, Racing Game of the Year, Fighting Game of the Year. So let's run another montage. And again, please hold your applause until the end.
The nominees for Sports Game of the Year are FIFA Soccer 13, MLB The Show 2012.
Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
NBA 2K13. And the winner is FIFA Soccer 13 by EA Canada and Electronic Arts. The nominees for Racing Game of the Year are Forza Horizon, Little Big Planet Karting, Motorstorm RC, Need for Speed Most Wanted, Trials Evolution, and the winner is Need for Speed Most Wanted by Criterion Games and Electronic Arts. The nominees for Fighting Game of the Year are Persona 4 Arena, PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, Soul Calibur 5, Street Fighter Cross Tekken, Tekken Tag Tournament 2, and the winner is PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale by Superbot Entertainment and Sony Computer Entertainment America.
Pretty self-explanatory. Another hand for all the games that won. I'm super honored. It's not. What's happening?
We want to stand up here. We want to.
What do you want to do?
We want to say thanks to everybody.
Oh.
All the montage winners. Come on.
Hey, montage solidarity! Get up here, you adorable son of a bitch! You're not supposed to be in here, but who gives a shit? This is Vegas. No one will know what goes on outside of here.
Everybody, come on up.
Oh, how's it going?
It's going well. We think everybody.
Come over here to the mic balls.
All right.
Oh, just really get your face in there.
All you montage
I'll cradle
winners.
these. What is it? You clearly felt like you had something to say.
All these montage winners, we want to come up and thank everybody that worked so hard on these games. Come on, montage. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I won for Skylanders. So.
Congratulations!
Yeah!
For winning for Skylanders.
But everybody, it's not just about me.
I'm literally getting buzzed off your breath.
Really?
Yeah. But I'm very
my work
happy
here
for
is
you,
done.
and you deserve to celebrate, and we should celebrate the montages. That's what we're doing. Yeah.
I know, but I want us to come up and thank people.
Okay, thank you, everyone.
All right.
Oh, this was good. I'm glad we had this moment. You're the best.
I'm gonna go sit down.
No, it's all right.
Should I stay here with you?
What?
Should I stay here, or am I going back?
You should. I'm afraid for you to negotiate those stairs in air condition.
I can do it.
But I like you a lot.
Thank you, Kurt.
This was
I've liked
great.
you for a long time.
I appreciate that.
And I appreciate you.
You, honestly, I think you should have hosted the show. I gotta be honest. This was really fun.
I'm next year.
And another fucking thing. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. You're right. Congratulations. Let's have a huge round of applause for all the montage winners. I think, you know what? I know what it is. I think, it's like, I think there's usually just pressure. Like, everyone's like, oh, you got to keep the show tight.
Fast.
And so they do stuff in montages so we can keep the show fast.
I understand.
But one plucky little guy jumped up and said, no more!
That's all it takes. America was founded by one plucky little guy. Montage forever!
Is this your work? Oh my God! Don't let him walk down those stairs with that pointy object! He's gonna kill himself! He's gonna kill himself! Later on, you're going to find that poor guy face down in front of Pink Taco in a pool of vomit with the trophy just right there. But goddamn it, he's right. We are here to celebrate games, and, you know, no one's trying to disrespect anyone. We just, of course, they're throwing him out, but that's fine. Everyone's good. They are beating the shit out of him. All right. That was so much fucking fun, you guys. I swear to God. I was nervous before because sometimes you guys are a little tight in the crowd but he made everything better. We all had a good moment. Hashtag montage. Now, I would please like to welcome to the stage who has a tough act to follow after that. Quite honestly, I wouldn't want to follow that, but this guy can do it. Here to present this year's Hall of Fame award, one of the cogs responsible for Gears of War, Epic's own Mike Capps. Nice to see you, Vic.
Wow. I'm listening to them. They're all in headphones going, take the shot, take the shot. That was close. So, all right. Let's get it serious now, because this is awesome. I am really proud. Every year since 1998, the Academy has inducted into the Hall of Fame an individual who has made a significant advancement within the industry. They demonstrate success and leadership, and this year we're so proud to be honoring the co-founder and managing director and my friend of Valve Software, Gabe Newell. Let's hear it for him. Good job, Gabe. So to me, when I think Hall of Fame, I think this is someone that you can't imagine the industry without. So you think, without Half-Life, would we ever have reached the bar we have today for cinematic storytelling, for interactive characters? Without Steam, how many old games you love would be lost? Would you still be playing the whole id Mega Pack? How many new games wouldn't exist? I remember Gabe told me about Steam at GDC, I don't know, a few years ago, and I thought he was absolutely crazy. I'm like, dude, ship Team Fortress 2, please, ship Team Fortress. And he's like, he's got this crazy idea, but I think he was crazy, and I think you need to be a little crazy to push the industry that far and that fast. I don't know that we all saw it, and that's Gabe's magic. When I think of Gabe and they asked me to make this speech, I thought of all these great complimentary words. Idealistic, uncompromising, unapologetic. He's an iconoclast of our industry. And I thought of some really not so complimentary words like idealistic, uncompromising, unapologetic. He's an iconoclast of our industry. He's the guy who made me wait 10 effing years for Team Fortress 2. It was worth it, but that was a long time. So if you've worked with Gabe at all, you've experienced both of those sides. And as far as I can tell, that's really the secret to his success. So Gabe, you're down there somewhere. I want to say Windows was great, and yay, Windows, but games is where you belong. We love you here. We're your family. We're so glad of what you've done because you've made this industry bigger, you've made us so much stronger, and you brought us closer together as well. So I hope you think of the games industry as your home now, because we want you here for a long time. So Valve's games and Valve's technology have had a massive impact, and let's take a look back at Valve and Gabe Newell's career.
Hi, my name's Gabe Newell. I'm the managing director at Valve. Our first game was Half-Life.
In the summer of 1996, after dropping out of Harvard and working at Microsoft for 13 years, Gabe Newell decided he wanted to start a game company. That company was Valve.
When I first walked into Valve, it was a pretty rinky-dink office. Gabe was just interested in making a great game.
They had a couple other people from Microsoft that they took with them when they first started Valve and got this Quake engine license and started working on a game.
Valve's first release, Half-Life, took everyone by surprise.
To this day, you look at what's happening in the world of first-person shooters, and pretty much everything that defines what first-person shooters are today, almost without exception, I think can be traced back to that moment.
Half-Life completely revolutionized single-player gaming. It was the first game to really introduce believable character interaction. Ever since that point, gamers' expectations have been dramatically higher than before.
About that beer I owed you.
Not content being a game company, Newell was determined to make Half-Life a platform for third-party content creators, at the time known as modders.
In the late 1990s, Valve really took the lead role in opening up game development to the masses. With the tools and code associated with Half-Life, they really made themselves a part of the community.
The success of Half-Life and Valve's early support for mod authors and aspiring developers was just the start. Newell was looking down the road, not just at Half-Life 2, but also how it would be delivered.
It's easy to look at Steam now and think that, well, it was obvious. But when you go back to when it was originally started, it was an incredibly scary, pioneering thing. And I remember very clearly having the thought when we hear that Valve is going to be undertaking this digital distribution, well, I'm glad they're doing it instead of us.
It's always difficult to imagine a complete change in a paradigm, and the paradigm at the time was you went to the store and bought your game in a box with a disc inside of it.
Gabe and Valve wanted a better way to get games to consumers. And a lot of people had tried and failed, and there were so many reasons why it shouldn't work.
But it did work.
Steam has really democratized game distribution. It used to be in the hands of these giant publishers who worked hand in hand with giant retailers like Walmart and Best Buy. And now with Steam, any developer can build a game, self-publish it on Steam, and make it available to tens of millions of customers.
Steam now is incredibly important for PC games. It creates an environment for people who are interested in games. So there's plenty of ways to use your PC that aren't for games, but if you want to play games, you go to Steam.
What's great about Steam is that it's helped big publishers, but it's also helped a lot of the small independent developers, and has really birthed, I think, an entirely new industry of upstarts.
In addition to Steam and the Half-Life games, Valve is responsible for creating numerous other games, such as Team Fortress, Left 4 Dead, Portal, and upcoming Dota 2. 17 years later, Newell is still looking for ways to empower the community and extend Valve's place in history.
Yes, Valve has made incredible games. Yes, Valve has made an incredible distribution service like Steam. But I think the structure of the company and the way it relates to its customers is something that I think in 50, 100 years, there will be business case studies about how Valve figured out how to work with the community in a really interesting way.
I think pushing games forward to actually reach their full potential is something we all need to be doing, and Valve clearly does that.
There are very few examples in video games where the brand really feels embodied by one person, and I think that Gabe and Valve are synonymous in that very rare way. I don't know what's going to be next. And that, to me, is what's so interesting about Valve.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so proud, and thanks, Gabe, to announce this year's inductee into the Academy Hall of Fame, Gabe Newell. Come on up, Gabe.
So nominally this is an award for an individual, but anybody who's worked with us knows that it's really the result of a collaboration. So on behalf of everyone at Valve, I'm honored to accept this award. Thank you very much.
Presenting our next award, we have the Future Incarnate. Please welcome two pioneers in the world of free-to-play gaming. The CEO of Nexon America, Min Kim, and the CEO of Wargaming, Victor Keesley.
Google's Eric Schmidt said, the internet is the first thing that humanity has created that humanity didn't understand. The largest experiment in anarchy that we have ever had.
This year, the creative minds behind the nominees of this outstanding achievement in online gameplay somehow tamed the beast and created fluid, ongoing, customizable online games which embraced both the collaboration and competition amidst the anarchy.
Here are the nominees.
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Online Gameplay are Borderlands 2, Call of Duty, Black Ops 2, Diablo 3, Halo 4, Journey,
And the award goes to Johnny.
You can't talk in Journey. You can't invite your friends in Journey. You meet up with random people and share an experience. This is incredible to get this particular award. We just had this kind of crazy idea that you could do something different in online gaming, and we thought we'd give it a try. So thank you so much for your support, and thank you especially to all the players who still get online, and I still love encountering you every day. Thank you.
I love Borderlands 2, by the way.
It's an honor to also present Outstanding Achievement in Connectivity. Google's Eric Schmidt said,
"Stop quoting this guy.
Okay, my bad,
Just
my bad.
speak from your heart."
These three nominees provided revolutionary cross-platform features to players such as allowing real-world workouts to be incorporated into console gaming experiences and building fundamental social networks required to unleash some of the most creative shit-talking ever known to civilized man. Take a look.
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Connectivity are Call of Duty, Black Ops 2, Halo 4, Nike Plus Connect Training,
And the award goes to, oh yeah, Halo 4!
So this award obviously goes to our network engineers and our designers and a talented team back at 343 Industries. But also goes out to the people who actually use these things and connect with each other and share those experiences. And again, to all the other nominees, thank you so much.
Hello, it's me again. I know this word you're very excited to hear. This is our last montage of the evening. I know. Remember 15 minutes ago? This pile of goodness honors the best. Animators for bringing characters to life. Gameplay engineers for giving those characters the artificial intelligence needed to make games more challenging than ever. And art directors and visual engineers for creating unified and exciting 3D worlds for all those artificially intelligent characters to actually hang out in. So here's the last montage, and again, please hold your applause to the end. Montage!
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Animation are Assassin's Creed 3, Far Cry 3. Hitman Absolution. Mark of the Ninja.
That did it.
Uncharted Golden Abyss. And the winner is Assassin's Creed 3 by Ubisoft. The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Art Direction are Borderlands 2, Dishonored, Far Cry 3, Halo 4, Journey, and the winner is Journey by That Game Company and Sony Computer Entertainment America. The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Visual Engineering are Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Halo 4,
Cortana. Jeez. It's...
Hitman Absolution, Need for Speed Most Wanted, Total War Shogun 2 Fall of the Samurai. And the winner is Halo 4 by 343 Industries and Microsoft Studios. The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Gameplay Engineering are Dishonored, Gravity Rush, Journey, The Walking Dead.
Clementine, no!
Huh? XCOM, Enemy Unknown. And the winner is XCOM, Enemy Unknown by Firaxis Games and 2K Games.
Congratulations to all the nominees and winners. One more hand for everyone. Okay, here to present Adventure Game of the Year, just emerging from Pandora, the top guy from Gearbox, Randy Pitchford, and the Halo development diva has the greatest name in the history of ever. And I feel she's from 343 Industries, and I feel like with a name like that, she's probably the new Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher. Please welcome Kiki Wolfkill. Fighting both sides. Nice to see you again. Nice to see you, Randy.
So I heard there is some other award show this month, which is honoring the best movies of the year.
That's right. I think some of the top contenders include the stories of a bipolar man entering a dance contest, an old couple being all old together, and Anne Hathaway pulling off bald better than anyone since Sigourney Weaver in Alien 3, which reminds me Aliens Colonial Marines comes out Tuesday.
Really, Randy?
Yeah. Selling.
So word on the street is that Steven Spielberg's Lincoln biopic is going to sweep everything, which, much to my dismay, doesn't actually chronicle any of Lincoln's vampire hunting activities.
Well, if you ask me, all of these well-regarded silver screen storylines pale in comparison to the epic tales up for Adventure Game of the Year. Take a look.
The nominees for Adventure Game of the Year are Assassin's Creed 3, Darksiders 2. Dishonored. New Super Mario Bros. U. The Walking Dead.
And the award goes to The Walking Dead.
To win Adventure Game of the Year the same year, we're honoring the guys at Infocom and pioneers like Valve with Steam's Walking Dead wouldn't exist without either of those companies. Here's to the future of adventure games.
Please welcome the president and CEO of Insomniac Games, Ted Price.
Game directors. They live in a unique space between art, programming, story, design, and all the other elements that make up these complex creations we call games. They're often the shepherds for a game's vision, leading a team's effort to bring a great game to life. But they'll rarely take credit for the final product. However, without them and their leadership, many of our favorite games would still just be an idea scrawled on a napkin, forgotten in some coffee house. Tonight, we honor the men and women who have taken on the mantle of game director for the following finalists.
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Game Direction are Dishonored, Far Cry 3, Journey, The Unfinished Swan, The Walking Dead.
Guys, there's something coming!
And the award goes to Journey.
To tell you the truth, I've been waiting for this award for so long. I think it was about 5 years ago I started to think about how important it is to, not just being a game designer, but help to bring mechanics, visual, sound, music, and everything involved in game, which is one of the greatest multimedia ever existed, together and use all the elements to communicate. I was very lucky to graduate from the USC Film School. Well, I get to study how to direct films, but I'm like, this is exactly how you need to do to direct games. And I've been like an evangelist about game directing, but I've never actually get any recognition or, about directing anything. So now I feel like I'm more ready to be an evangelist. So thank you.
Congratulations. Blah, blah, blah. Hello, good. Congrats. Where are you going? Oh my God, this is a really important part of the show. Oh, awkward. We're at the halfway point. I'm kidding. Totally kidding. We sailed through this show, you guys, and you helped us do that, so thank you. Please have a huge round of applause for yourselves. And then the guy that we keep tweeting at, Uber Haxor Nova, who really kept the balcony. There he is up there alive. Thank you guys so much for being here too. This is it, you guys. This is the big award of the night that everyone's, what? It's not the Montage Award, please. That was ages ago. That guy, Skylanders guy, is winning the Jello Shot Award in the back right now. Which is also an accomplishment. This is the big, there he is fucking back there, keeping it alive. I swear to God, I thought they threw you out. I'm so glad you're still here. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Presenting, this is the biggest award of the night, you guys. This is very exciting. And also, I'm very excited to present Bethesda Game Studios game director, Mr. Todd Howard.
Winning this award was a great honor, and quite simply, there is no higher accolade in the game industry. Games are the world's best and most vibrant form of entertainment, and these nominees represent the best of entertainment of the last year.
The nominees for Game of the Year are Borderlands 2, Far Cry 3, Journey, The Walking Dead.
I'll take care of it. I'm sorry.
XCOM, Enemy Unknown.
Smoke's up.
And the game of the year is Journey.
In 2006, when Genova and I graduated from USC, we had this crazy idea to make games that were about different kinds of experiences and that other people would be into them. And we found Shuhei Yoshida at Sony that was crazy enough, like us. Just the right amount of crazy. And so I just want to start by thanking you and Sony and the support you've given us. Just thank you so much. We couldn't have done it without you. Go ahead.
I remember back then when we were working on Flower, we were pitching the game. This is a game about giving love to the world. I mean, and how crazy is that, right? And when we start talking about Journey, it's like this game that brings people together and have an emotional connection. And it, doesn't have dialogue or anything. And it was Sony who backed us up. And if you have been to my talk, developing Journey was not easy. The development of the Journey is actually very much a mirror of the game itself. There are very, very tough times. And thanks for Sony for supporting us and postponing our deadlines and getting the game complete, right? And I remember I was talking to Tim. He's the tech director from God of War, and he was like, we need to back this. This is really, a work of art. We need to see this thing happen. I have Tom with me here. During the worst moment of Journey, Tom was here to help guide us to figure out the future of the studio. And Tom was a great mentor to us, so that's why he's here as well. Yeah. Tom, you have something to say?
Okay, let me say something.
Okay, sure.
First of all, our hats should be off to the 4 other nominees making those great games for 2012. Yes. This award should be a testimony to publishers, in this instance Sony Online Santa Monica, who had the vision, capital, foresight, and above all, the willingness to stand aside and let the creative team standing behind me here do their magic. You've all seen what the result of that can be when you get a good partnership with a publisher who knows talent and gives them the room to do their magic. So on that basis, I am very proud on behalf of this collection of talent to show you this award and to give it back to Genova.
Games have the potential to reach a huge audience, and now more than ever, we have so much access to so many amazing people all over the world. Journey connects people across cultural boundaries, gender, age. There is absolutely no limit to the games that we can create. The games of the future will kick Journey's ass, and I want to play them. You guys are going to make them. The audience is going to make them. Thank you so much for believing in this title and for the games that you're going to create in the future.
Sorry about dragging this long, but I really want to thank you for everyone who worked on Journey who is not here, probably watching. Our art director Matt Nava, tech director John Edwards, lead designer Nick Clark, and our composer, awesome composer Austin Wintery, and everyone. I can't really. Yes, thank you so much for making this game possible. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Holy buckets. Another hand for Journey. You guys, we did it! Thank you so much for coming out tonight. Thank you for coming to the summit. Thank you for coming to the award show. Thank you for being nice to me. And honestly, thank you guys, the artists, the game developers, the publishers, the design, everything. You guys literally make people's lives better. And so I just, as someone who's been playing games since there were video games, I am humbled and I thank you. I'd also like to thank the Academy. I would like to thank Andrew Dice Clay's comeback set. And I will see you guys at Vanity is the after party, so we'll see you there. Good night, everyone. Enjoy your burrito. I'm Chris Hardwick. Bye.
All right, there we go.
Show's done.
Yeah, that's it for the 2013 16th Annual D.I.C.E. Awards.
That was really good.
Super fun.
I had fun watching that.
That was killer.
Actually, yeah, it sort of like sparked the urge to play games now. Like
the whole time we're looking at, I want to play you.
Yeah,
it was good. We talked to a lot of cool people. A lot of the devs here have been really humble, really cool about their wins and some of their not wins. It was kind of cool being up here with the Walking Dead guys as they're huddled around the monitor and then clapping for Journey.
Do we get a chance, Brendan, to chat with the Journey folk? Yep.
Brendan says
we're
yes.
getting a thumbs up. They're
coming up in
inbound.
the freight elevator. Gabe Newell's getting out of it right now.
Remember when he was here for like 30 seconds?
I think it was
almost
a dream.
forgot until you just reminded me.
I'm not sure.
Those were good times.
That was really something.
Any upsets for you guys? Anything that kind of like you didn't see coming? I think.
FTL wasn't upset, but I totally understand.
Yeah.
All right, I'm getting the other mic.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, come on in, guys.
How's it going? Yeah, scoot in here.
Yes.
This is out. Yep.
Pile in.
Pile in here.
I want to start applauding immediately, but I'm holding two microphones.
Yep, there you go.
Here, we'll share
Spread the love. There you go.
All right, now as we've done so far.
We need Genova. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Genova, come on.
Oh boy. Yeah.
All right.
They're having a moment. Shh, you guys. All right. All right. We'll start over here, and we'll do some introductions.
Okay. I'm Robin Hunneke. I was the executive producer of Journey.
And I'm Kelly Santiago. I was co-founder and president of that game company during Flow, Flower, and Journey.
My name is Martin Middleton. I was a engine programmer.
I'm Genova Chen. I'm the creative director on Journey.
All right, so we have a lot of theories. We've been watching you guys win everything, and we were trying to figure out what the next idea is going to be when you lock yourselves in your strange chamber of idea gas and just disappear for a while, because you guys consistently come up with really unique ideas. Do you have any idea what that could be yet?
If we did, it would be our policy, not to say what we're working on in the future, because a lot of what fuels the spirit of that company's games, the games that we've all created, has been leaving it up to the player to interpret the game. So I think what we could say is that it will be emotional, it will be interactive in a new way, it'll be innovative, and beyond that, we're not sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, Brett.
Well, I mean, he was saying sort of before you guys come up here that it's interesting in terms of how your games play out, where they are almost a bit like it's like reading a poem or something, where it's open interpretation and it's not more or less stacked on there than needs to be there for that like really unique experience. So how do you, I guess, sort of know when you've hit on a fully realized concept, like like this is exactly how we wanted that to sort of play out?
I think Genova should answer that. That's a hard question.
Yeah.
Well,
pass the mic.
our process is always we start with big ideas like emotions, but usually it takes forever just to find the gameplay. So in the process of Flower, the game took 2 years to make, but we didn't hit the gameplay. We didn't quite get it until like the 14th month. So a lot of frustration and banging your head on the wall, just trying to figure out what is the interaction that's going to help and to create those emotions. And Journey was also a painful process. We didn't have surfing or the glowing between the players until I think halfway through.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's tough to make these games because most of the time you're like, you don't know what it is yet.
Yeah, it feels a little
Yeah.
bit like you're exploring and there's a destination you want to get to and you have faith that if you keep pushing west, you'll hit California, but you just have never seen it. So there's no way to really believe that there's those gold-filled hills and all those gorgeous, beaches and terrains. It's like you have this idea that California exists, but you've never seen it. And that, for us, I think the hardest part was staying motivated through the tough times when we didn't know. And that's when we reached out to developers, friends of ours, advisors, people that we really trusted and said, are we crazy?
Yes.
In the right way.
Exactly the right
like a fox.
Journey has one of the most unique uses of co-op I think we've seen in the game for a long time, and rightly so. You guys are awarded for so. But was that always an idea for the game, and was it always implemented that way? Was there ever talk of having voice chat or something in there, or was the idea of being separated?
I think the man standing here, Martin, he's the guy who's actually determined what's possible, what's not possible, and so he probably has the most to say about it.
Yeah, sure. Well, I think most of us had very severe negative reactions to most online game experiences. So we wanted to make.
It's kind of intense out there, man.
It's hard,
Yeah, it's hard.
very surprising.
You get shot in the head.
It's
a lot.
harsh. We're sensitive people. But we thought it's connecting with people. Shouldn't be a really horrific, terrible experience that makes you kind of feel bad about
yourself.
Yeah, yourself and others, and just the future of the world, etc.
Yep.
So we wanted to create, like, maybe there's an experience where you play with somebody and you don't think everyone's an asshole.
Yeah. And specifically, maybe it's like when you're walking in the wilderness. This is something that Genova said to us repeatedly during the course of the production. When you're hiking and you're surrounded by wilderness, and then you cross paths with a stranger on that path, they seem so miraculous and so interesting to you. Like a person in the wilderness is great. But when you're walking to the J train and you're like late for work and you got your coffee and you're like barely awake and you're not sure if you even have your laptop with you, the people that you're passing are just not special. And what we realized was that, and this is something that Genova really honed in on, I think very early on in the project, is that you have to stay focused on the specialness, the uniqueness, the humanity of the other person in the engagement. And Martin's system, the way that we were able to connect people seamlessly without even having them have to sign up, made that possible. It made it soft. It made it personal.
Well, I would submit that many of the popular online multiplayer games are also exercises in emotion. They're just not any sort of pleasurable emotion at all. Despair, sadness.
I had a very proud moment during development where, while we were developing, Journey happened to be during the beta and release of Uncharted 3, and so we had a beta key for the online component in our office, and in our conference room. PS3 was that game company. It said it, and we all were the worst. We just got slaughtered. I mean, it was constantly like Drake falling back that game company. Oh no! Oh no! Like, oh god, no! We're making the right game. Like we're doing our own thing here.
Well, you guys, congratulations on just a landslide. I'm going to say it's a landslide.
Thank you.
DICE for you guys. Absolutely. And I think we're not the only ones that are excited to see what complete emotional package you deliver next. So congratulations. We'll let you get back to the party.
Thank you.
Good meeting you all.
Thanks, likewise.
Thank you.
I'll steal your mics from you.
Yeah. Okay.
There we go.
Holy shit.
Yep, good luck. It's a platformer.
Hold the other one. You take.
Yep,
You take.
you got it.
We got to finish strong with all of the microphones.
go.
Oh, come on. Oh, Kovic wants a mic.
All right, I think.
Who's coming up?
We've got some more.
Oh,
Wait, Gabe's coming back?
we've got some fans. John C. Riley's brother just walked in. That's cool.
We've got.
And we've got little. Hey,
Well,
Tom.
well.
Hey, buddy. Come on.
We've got some
come on in,
friends and
take a
family
mic.
joining us before we wrap this thing up. What's up, buddy? How's it going?
Beautiful.
Oh, jeez.
Where's the beard gone?
I threw it in the trash.
Oh man.
You still got the mohawk, which
Yeah,
I'm
I
so
kept it.
impressed
How
with.
you doing? Oh, dude.
Good to see you, buddy.
Long time no see.
For those of you who may not be familiar, this is Machinima family here. We've got Syndicate. We've got T-Mart.
It's cozy. I love you too.
We've got
Oh,
Chimney.
My God, so
How you doing,
sweet.
buddy?
Good, how are
It's
you?
good to see you.
I miss you too.
Were you guys you had eyes on the show out there?
Yeah, Journey. It was great. Journey.
Journey went hard.
Journey?
The journey was amazing.
You're a big fan of Journey?
I've never played Journey,
You at
but
the
I
Hard
want to
Rock
go on a
yet?
journey right now.
Now you're like,
yeah.
There's
I'm
no
in.
zombies
I couldn't
in
believe
Journey
it.
Syndicate. There's no zombies yet. Maybe the next game.
Yeah.
What did you guys? What were some of the games? Let's start with that you were like, "Yep, knew it, nailed it." You knew going in, it had it.
Journey. I'm sorry, I knew it was going to
You
win.
did? Did you?
Yeah, I knew it,
Oh,
everything
wow.
it's ever been to has smashed it for its uniqueness of a game. Yeah.
I thought it would. I didn't know it'd go as big as it did. I didn't know. Yeah. What about you guys?
The Walking Dead, I knew that would do well. I mean, it's an incredible game. The story is just amazing, but yeah.
Yeah, I felt the same way.
Yeah.
Those
Walking
are-
Dead.
Those are two games that are like so unlike what is perceived as being like the big games out there. Obviously,
And they
Call of
just
Duty's and the
clean.
Halo
It's
stuff.
interesting that they cleaned house at a award show by devs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everyone's wrong.
We're all dumb. What are some games that maybe didn't get the love that you would have hoped? Mine. We've already covered it. FTL for strategy. So.
Yeah, I think Far Cry 3.
Yeah.
Definitely, I think we all sort of felt that way, that it didn't really.
Yeah.
We wanted to see it get at least something. So.
I thought it was kick-ass that even the nominations were like, holy crap, this is dope.
It is like Far Cry with guns. Thank you.
All right.
Far Cry 3 is a lot like Far Cry.
You guys rock. I'm glad you joined us for even just a moment here.
Yeah, we're wrapping up the stream right now.
This is the great
We are. Yeah, we're wrapping up the 16th annual D.I.C.E Awards. Thank all of you for watching.
Thank everyone.
Those of you did.
My mom,
and
my dad.
yeah, thanks for watching all the options. You guys rock. And yep, Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences. Thank you. I'm getting lists of Hatch.
Thank you, Patch. Millhouse.
Thank you to Hatch. Thank you to Noodle. Thank you to everyone
Thank you,
involved.
Gabe.
You guys
Thank
rock.
you,
and yeah, this is the award show to end all award shows. So
It was really
thanks
good.
for hanging with us.
Thanks for watching, guys.
It was a hell of a lot of fun.
Bye.
See ya.
Thanks, Chris Hardwick.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Gabe. Come back.
Yeah, I met Gabe.
Gabe, so did we. How long was your
He's
meeting?
not real.